doing today? My name is Smokey and welcome back to another video. So we finally got the Corsa Sports installed on the car. Now, my honest opinion, to be real with you, when I picked my car up and I drove it for the first time, I was honestly kind of disappointed. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. And the reason being is, like, when I got these Corsa Sports put on, it like kind of got rid of almost every single little thing that I loved about my car. I knew that putting them on would quiet it down a little bit, but I didn't think it would be this drastic. It's like one of the things that I absolutely loved about my car was how crisp the downshifts were. I mean, now it's just... I don't know if y'all remember what it sounded like before. You can go back and watch the video. I think it's 2020 Mustang GT SP LTH or something like that, stainless power long tube headers. That video is doing the best so far on my channel. It's like 920 views, so right there, almost at 1,000. So, but you could really get like a real feel for like how just gnarly that fucking thing sounded versus now. It doesn't sound bad now, but it's kind of missing that, almost like that little flair it used to have. That's really what I miss. I also miss like the little burbles that I used to have. Oh dude, that shit sounded so fucking clean. I kind of miss that too. But one of the plus sides to what the exhaust sounds like now, I think like the best way that I could describe it, at least from the inside, from my perspective, I haven't really heard it from the outside, but it reminds me of like a GT 350, but with the valves closed. So obviously the note isn't exactly the same, but at least for me, it carries a similar type of tone. Not I wouldn't quite say note, but it's a similar sound like a valve closed GT 350. I think it has more of a refined note to it, but it's definitely quieted down a lot, and it was a lot more than I was initially expecting. So honestly, I thought this was going to be like the end exhaust that I was going to have on this car, that exhaust work was going to be done, like I wasn't going to touch exhaust work anymore. However, I think, I know for a fact I'm going to go a different route. I don't know what it's going to be yet. We got locked out of third, boys. Cersei did not want to go into third by any means. She said, nope, negative, not today, not happening. It's a good thing I did not drop that clutch, because I put it in and I felt it was not going in. Oh, MT82 life. Gotta fucking love it. But like when I get on it, it opens up a little bit, but it's nowhere like what it used to be. It used to be so wild, so crazy. And honestly, I really liked that, but I wanted a more refined sound of that, but not as quieted down as it is now. I think that's what I miss the most. I mean, it is super, super quiet now. I mean, you can really barely hear anything in the car. Future plans are, honestly. It might go, I might put on some Roush's on it. Roush wouldn't be bad. I just don't really know. I mean, it's just not feasible for me right now to spend another, fuck, $2 grand on another Corsa system. I think end goal for this car is probably to do Corsa Extremes, but right now me dropping another $2,000 on another Corsa system just isn't feasible. I've tried to find just the Corsa mufflers themselves online, and I can't find it for a reasonable price. Like, I thought, you know, because the system that I got was like I think it was like, I don't know, maybe $1,600, but that came with the mufflers and the X pipe. Because this has, it's a full catback, so from my long tube headers, it's the Corsa double helix X pipe, and then it's the Corsa Sport mufflers. But I found out where actually the Corsa touring mufflers, what only makes it the Sport is the X pipe. So that's how you get the Corsa Sport sound. Because what I thought the Corsa Sport was, is I thought the Corsa Sport was the Corsa Extreme mufflers, but with no X pipe. When it was the complete opposite, it was really the Corsa touring mufflers and no X pipe. I don't know if y'all can hear truly how quiet this car is now. Like, it is, I'm telling y'all, it's a night and day difference from what it used to be. It used to be it used to be fucking stupid loud. But I mean, it wasn't like loud when I didn't want it to be, if that makes sense. Like, I really miss how violent this car used to sound. The tone it makes now, like I said, it isn't terrible, but I definitely missed how violent it used to be. But with that being said, Corsa's technology that they have for like their like anti-drone technology is actually really, really nice. Because honestly, I mean, there's some times where it sounds quieter than before I put the headers on. Like, it's like it sounds quieter than before I put the headers on, and it was just a muffler delete and a resonator delete. Like, that's how quiet this thing sounds sometimes. It's crazy. Give y'all a couple more sound clips. Like I said, I think all in all, this definitely isn't a setup that's going to stay on this car. I definitely think I'm going to change it up still a little bit more. I want to keep the X pipe. I really like the X pipe. I'm probably going to change out the mufflers. Like I said, I really don't know yet what I'm going to do, whether it's just going to be muffler deletes for the meantime, or if I'm going to go ahead probably at some point soon and purchase some Roush mufflers. That's another option, because I know they don't sound exact, but they sound somewhat similar to the Corsas. They're a little bit of a higher pitch tone. That's what I like. I like the higher pitch tones. I don't know why. I'm a big fan of them. I'm not a huge fan of like the really, really low kind of V8s. I really like, you know, like a little bit of a higher pitch tone. So that's another option that I have. That's definitely one of the ways that I'm kind of considering at the moment. But I just wanted to take the time at the end of this video to thank y'all so very much for sticking with me through everything. I really appreciate each and every one of you so very much. And I also want to thank y'all so very much for taking the time out of your day to just come, chill, and just spend some time with me. It truly, truly means more to me than y'all will ever know. I love all of you so very much. And as always, y'all take care, be safe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Smokey out.